So Vybz Kartel made the headline once again. Viewers, subscribers, family, people, welcome back to our brand new video. If you're new to this channel, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment and like. Hope everybody having a great night or day. Vybz Kartel making the headline once again and continue to making headline. Vybz Kartel joined Russian live allegedly, and I mean, because Vybz Kartel face wasn't showing, but it's the page of Vybz Kartel officially sticky was on the live, was requesting for go live, you know what I mean? And the person who is controlling Vybz Kartel page, because we don't see nobody, so we couldn't say Vybz Kartel, but a lot of rumors going around that Vybz Kartel joined the live, which we don't see his face, and you know what I mean, the person who's controlling the page allegedly is singing a Vybz Kartel a particular song, you know what I mean, and it have to make everybody in, you know what I mean, a lot of excitement and a lot of, you know what I mean, joy. And you know, Russian himself was, you know, giving the person a lot of ale and love the track and love the whole thing, you know what I mean. And Russian himself said that the person take the live, you know what I mean. But do you think it was Vybz Kartel, because you can't see his face, hence why everybody's questioning it? But it is the reason why everybody is questioning it is because the Vybz Kartel official page with the stick, you know what I mean, with the sticky and his official Instagram page. What do you think about the song that Vybz Kartel is singing as well? That a person don't like the song, not because it's Vybz Kartel, but we're gonna jump in the whole life making the swag one and done the chatting.
Looking at me, I know, now go this you, baby. Why? I'm out.
Yo. Yo. History. You already know. Blood clot. Yo, I forget that one more second out of that dog. Man, check the live, dog. Man, give me 5 seconds and check the live.
And for all who don't familiarize, I don't know, Russian is a very good friend of Vybz Kartel. Where they like have songs together like Fitted, Stagings and Fitted, and songs like those. And he's a music producer and he's a very good friend of music, you know what I mean. Sensia was on the live earlier and they were vibing. A lot of more artists came on live, you know what I mean. Leia Alkelia, that nice female Rasta girl, she came on the live. A lot of other persons come on the live, sing a little song, enjoy themselves, and everybody was there vibing until everybody seen Vybz Kartel official page was commenting in the comment section, you know what I mean. And everybody was in a shock, everybody was in a happy moment. Hence, Vybz Kartel said to Russian, Bosky, add me, bro. You know what I mean? And must add me like a person. I encourage Russian to add Addy, which is Vybz Kartel. Another person did know that somebody was coming on the live, you know what I mean? And Russian said to himself, but the person who is controlling Vybz Kartel page, take the night, because the song is a bad song. You see me I say? But was Vybz Kartel singing for the females? Because a lot of females was on the live earlier, as I said. So do you think Vybz Kartel was singing for the female? I was singing particular to Russian with that song because is you know what I mean? He's a big singer. Another person is questioning why he's singing that song. But Vybz Kartel, Black is under a lot of pressure now. So hear what a few people have to say.
I'd like to say is that it was brought to my attention this morning. Based on that, I believe certain actions were necessary, one of which would be an immediate search to see if in fact such an instrument is where it's alleged to be. So a search is on the way, but even outside of that, an investigation will follow as to the truth of the matter.
It have been allegedly said that Vybz Kartel was on Instagram live, so the black gonna be the Spanish Town Correctional Center will be swept. The black will be investigated. You know what I mean? They will search for any contraband. And I think as a news source update, you know what I mean, said that they found some contraband in the Spanish Town Correctional Center, which is where Vybz Kartel is located right now. You know what I mean? And the people really happy say honor Vybz Kartel, you know what I mean, because it's allegedly, you know what I mean, even though the investigation don't finish as yet, you know what I mean. But one thing them glad say the live was full of vibes, you know what I mean. Let artists come and show them talent. But we can hear them say again.
Looking at me, I know, now go this you, baby. Wine. I'm out.
Yo. Yo. History. Ah. You already know. Blood clot. Yo, but I forget that one more second out of that, dog. Boop, boop. Man, take the live, dog. Man, give me 5 seconds and take the live.
As Russian say, it's history, yes, because nobody have done this before, you know what I mean? No artist or anybody went to live behind bars, allegedly, you know what I mean? But was Russian wrong to add Vybz Kartel, allegedly, on the live, you know what I mean? Or the fans was too excited for Vybz Kartel to come on the live, you know what I mean? Because now, this caused a lot of, you know what I mean, pressure on the GP, I mean, and the Spanish Town Correctional Center, you know what I mean? And the fans was happy in attendance to hear the voice of allegedly Vybz Kartel, you know what I mean? But Russian is a big producer. You know why he did it, you know what I mean? Hence why I think it's based on the pressure, you know what I mean? Because the artists there, other artists were there. Even Chense was there, reasoning, singing a lot of songs. There was vibing and everybody was enjoying themselves. Hence why he probably had the teacher, you know what I mean? And teacher was asking him to add, you know what I mean? And nobody in Arigo really ignore allegedly Vybz Kartel page, you know what I mean? They're always looking out for posts, you know what I mean? Look out for other music videos, you know what I mean? Other update for other music to come out, you know what I mean? So nobody just gonna naturally ignore a like a Vybz Kartel. Hence it is one of his producers, you know what I mean, that had a big hit song for him, like Stitchings and Fit, I said earlier. But it is questioning why Russian had him. But we'll jump back into it.
Looking at me, I know. Now go diss you, baby. Wine. I'm out.
Yo. Yo. History. Ah. You already know. Blood clot. Yo, but I forget that one more second out of that, dog. Boop, boop. Man, check the live, dog. Man, give me 5 seconds and check the live.
Do you believe that Vybz Kartel page tonight or did Sensei take the live or Lila Ikea? You know what I mean? Because other person have to say, we're not sure if a Vybz Kartel, so we're not going to say Vybz Kartel tonight. The song bad, yes, but we don't know if a Vybz Kartel, so we're not going to say Vybz Kartel tonight. We just say Lila Ikea face, so we can say Lila Ikea take the live, or we can say Sensei because she'd go on a little thing, you know what I mean? You know, Russian is a big producer, and the man they know good music, and he must say Vybz Kartel take the live, but even though nobody say Vybz Kartel face. So it might be have a reason why him say the man take the live within 5 seconds. You see what I say? And it's history, but will the history be a good history in history? If you know what I mean. When break down that, when I say good history in history, would they investigate that thoroughly and say it was Vybz Kartel based on Instagram live, or you know they can do their own deep investigation and say this live was joined at Spanish Town or at Portmore or in Red Hills or whatever the case may be, you know what I mean, and thoroughly investigate it within his time, within incarceration. That would be a contraband, you know what I mean, and you should never have a contraband in a prison cell or a jail cell, you know what I mean, that can bring addition time on your sentence, you know what I mean. And Vybz Kartel is waiting on his appeal in a very, very short space of time. So will this be a wise move by Vybz Kartel? Left me to wonder, you know what I mean. But I think Vybz Kartel page did it wasn't Vybz Kartel because it was very, very dark. We wasn't seeing anyone, and people can mimic people voice and thing, but it left me to wonder who is controlling Vybz Kartel page. Is it Shorty, which is his baby mother, you know what I mean, or is it a lot of persons is saying it is Sikarim, you know what I mean, is controlling Vybz Kartel page. I know Sikarim sound close to Vybz Kartel when Sikarim is singing with Vybz Kartel and in collab, you know what I mean. So it left me to wonder now, is it Vybz Kartel really came on? Because they see no one face. So right now, the fans them have it, for left it for wonder. But want to hear it once again, and then we can decide it, because Vybz whatever.
Looking at me, I know, nah go diss you, baby. Wine. I'm out.
Yeah.
Now is the time to leave your comment and tell me what you think, you know what I mean? Because only your opinion will be valid. But do you think Vybz Kartel was wrong by singing this song to Russia? Because if it was another artist, would they be blaming him and give him some why? But leave it down below in the comment section if you think it's Vybz Kartel and what you thought on it, you know what I mean? Because it's a very, very interesting topic, guys.